Hello. What? Wait. There we go. Have to have some lights. How you doing, guys? Welcome to Bitcoin. It's not daily, but you know, Bitcoin, the Fear edition. So we are doing and checking out the charts because we gotta know what's happening. Is this gonna drop down? Is this not gonna drop down? Mladen closed his short, so you know that's good. So we can pump now. The beauty, what's up? I'm not. I manage risk. Why is this going sideways? Doesn't matter. It can stay like this. There we go. There is always some problems, you know, with stuff. How you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. The beauty is in chat. How you doing, man? The central plant. Outdoor vision finally caught one. Nice. I entered eat at the top and went to sleep. Let me share the stream with chappies. You can share, guys. You can share my stream with anybody, literally anybody. I mean, that should be a requirement for watching my stream. If you watch my stream, you gotta share it with somebody, some group, somewhere. That is the requirement for the stream. Any stream, you gotta share the stream. Life in the face of danger. Christopher Kirk. How you doing, man? Garrett, how you doing, man? Prison. I'm all in alts. Also doing well right now. Chappie is the next bonk. No fear here, just a happy Chappie. Nice. Guys, share live stream link in your groups. There you go. When is stream starting what? Mlana, my friend, you're looking particularly well this finding. Yeah, Mlana is having a good time. Intro log and a second decision to approve ETFs. I gotta keep you waiting, guys. I gotta keep you waiting. So most people just want to know when the damn stream is gonna start. Starting now. There we go. How you guys doing? Bitcoin is down minus 0.31%. And of course, this looked bad because we went all the way up to 48.9, almost 49. And we are right back down in the blue box. So we are not out of the blue box just yet. And the channel that we've been looking at is over here. And let me redraw the channel because I like redrawing stuff. I don't know why. There we go. It goes over here and goes all the way up there. You can see up here, we tried to break that towards upside. We still didn't do that. But there is no problem with the chart. There is some kind of, I think on 2-day time frame, I mean, this could be some kind of, you know, doji with a big wick on the downside, which could actually be a little bit bearish, but it's not. It's not. I mean, it's 2-day time frame. 3-day time frame, there is nothing right now that's telling us, you know, still that we are, for whatever reason, very much bearish. Weekly time frame, definitely there is nothing wrong with the weekly time frame. Beside the RSI, I mean, RSI is, you know, still going towards downside over here, so it might, you know, pull back and then go towards downside. I mean, that is always the case for that, but I don't regard the RSI divergences or bearish divergences to be that bearish. So, you know, it's all good and end in the world of Bitcoin so far. I shared with Gary Gensler. Nice, very nice. Maybe he can learn something. Very nice guy. And the MACD over here, we still have, I mean, this candle up here, I mean, it's still green, the horizontally green. I mean, the momentum went down, but it went down during consolidation. And right now we are having this green. So, you know, we can technically just continue pumping towards upside. We're also above the zero line on MACD on the weekly time frame, which is very, very nice. And we have been above the zero line all the way since over here, as you can see that. And this is why I'm saying that if you're using MACD indicator, the zero line is the most important one, you know. Divergence and stuff like that, momentum, I mean, it can help you with that. But the zero line is alpha and omega on the MACD for whatever reason, that is, especially on the bigger time frames like weekly and monthly. Right now, this on weekly time frame, we can see up here as soon as we came above that, which is actually very, very nice. And over here, I can see as well when we started going towards downside, as soon as we started dropping back below that zero line over here, it was pretty much given that, you know, this is gonna, you know, crash eventually over here. Even down here, even over here, we already were below the line. We pumped back towards upside and just continue dumping towards downside. But being above the zero line is very, very important when it comes to MACD. And right now over here, we are actually above the MACD right over here, and we have been above the MACD for a while right now. On the monthly time frame, you can see up here what's happening right now, and this is actually extremely bullish right now because we are getting above that MACD line. So yes, we are a little bit, it does look like we are a little bit extended from the moving averages, but there is always a but over here, right? And on monthly time frame, it does look like we are a little bit extended over here. Let me go to another chart over here. This is the Bitcoin big time frame chart, and you'll see over here that, you know, we are technically at these stops up here. I mean, but it can still continue towards upside, right? It goes up here towards upside and it had a pullback, a little bit pullback. It came up here and then it had a little bit pullback, right? It came up here and had a little bit pullback. So maybe, and the same thing goes for over here, where we are at this point over here, and we had a consolidation, not a pullback, but the pullback did sideways motion did consolidate us, and right now we're having this extension up here again. So are we gonna have a pullback? But at one point or another, we will break this line, 30 line, right? So at one point you do break this line and continue going towards the upside, right? Over here we came to this stop up here. This is the very first stop, but at one point, once this bull market starts rallying towards upside, this line will be broken. The big question is whether this move over here is gonna break this line. Now I just imagine a line that there's not much actually that is actually very, very important with the line, but extensions are extensions. But when you're in bull market, you will get extensions, and these extensions will last for a while. You can see over here, for example, when we start pumping up here, over here, first move towards downside, and then we technically broke the line. We had a little extension over here, pullback, and over here there were big extensions up here, but they didn't drop us towards downside. We just had consolidation and another move towards upside, right? Consolidation down to the 30 levels and then continue towards upside, right? But eventually this will happen, guys. Eventually this will happen, and these are the bull markets where we actually pumping towards upside. So is this already the start where we actually break this towards upside? Not, that depends to be seen. It does look a little bit overextended on the monthly time frame, but nothing serious. On the weekly time frame, we don't have any overextensions. We are a little bit high up here, just before this pump. I don't know if you can see that. Right up here, from over here to right up here. So this part over here, we were a little bit overextended there, but during this consolidation pattern up here, we pulled back. So I do believe that this can actually just continue going all the way up to 60k. I'm still on the 60k bandwagon. Nothing has changed. Everything looks nice and dandy. Anne Marie, how you doing? Evening. Hope you're doing well. Everything looks nice and dandy, so there is no need for panic or anything like that. So the reason we are doing this stream actually is just to tell you guys that the TLA is not in fear. That said, the TLA is not in fear. Unfortunately, the fear is gonna kick in when something actually happens. So what has to happen for us to become in fear? There is the resistance line over here. Sorry, the support level down here, and that support level up here is at something like 43, 44k level. So we are not there. We are not there. No, sorry. This is the 1 day old chart. This is the better one over here, give or take up here. So that's at 43, 44k levels, and you can see up here on daily time frame we are not yet below those levels. So everything looks nice and dandy when it comes to the chart. Yes, we are consolidating over here, but we are just consolidating on the moving averages. Yes, we did this nice wick towards upside, but this over here to me is just consolidating still over here at the last part up here. We can go into the 4 hourly time frame, and you can see up here we are still above the moving averages. At one point we will be below the moving averages, but we are not below the moving averages just yet. Over here we exploded consolidation. There was started volatility start kicking in because of the scams and stuff like that, hacks and stuff like that, right? And then over here this move up here went all the way up to 49k level, 48.989. Did it hit 40? Did it hit 49 level anywhere else? Yeah, Bybit it hit 49k level. So we can ask ourselves, which chart is better for actually analyzing this, but it does not seem to be any kind of problem. You can see up here we are still in my blue box over here. Even with this big move to try to break towards upside, we just pull back. But this should be regarded as bullish, because you can see up here once we actually broke the blue box, we exploded towards upside, and then we pulled back inside the blue box again. And right now we're still in the blue box. These levels are very, very nice, very, very nice. But you can see up here this wick up here, pull back above the moving averages up here. So I'm still, we are still waiting for something for to break this blue box towards upside. And once this blue box is broken and the channel itself is broken, I think we're gonna see some very nice pumpage towards the upside. Where is the channel up here? I think I removed the channel, so we gotta redraw the channel again, but that's okay. I like drawing the channels. So there we go. And you can see up here it's just a waiting game, right? But once we start doing this over here, it's gonna go. So I'm a little bit unsure about whether this is going to be the case very, very soon or not, because I'm thinking like you start breaking this box up here, like it goes fast, right? It goes fast, and I'm thinking like if it goes now, like it's 2024, it's not even a halvening. How can we start the bull market before the halvening? But if you look at a bigger chart over here, the bull market, not the bull market, but the last part of the bull market, it did start before the halvening. So halvening events. There you go. And what you're gonna see up here, even though we had the COVID crash over here, my theory back in the days when, you know, I wasn't that proficient with the TI, but, you know, I still was believing that this move over here, we moved quickly towards downside. You can see up here we broke the trend towards the upside, and then we pulled back over here and then dropped below the trend on the downside, right? We did that, but this was the black swan event. So unless something like this happened, I think, you know, because we are before the halving right now on the chart, so the bull is already going. I mean, I was thinking that this is the move, you know, first move, consolidation up here, and then, you know, goes up here and then goes towards upside. This was my theory, you know, once we started doing this. But, you know, unfortunately we got this corona dump, and then everything happened. Over here you'll also see that before the halving, this is July 2016, before that we actually went up, consolidating. We still was pumping towards upside. Yes, we had a pullback over here towards downside, but, you know, it could have played different ways as well. But it was already going a lot before the halving, right? This is you know, September, October, just like right now, September, October, and it started pumping. Man, why didn't we notice this September, October over here? Crazy. September, October, and start pumping up here. When one of these? Probably September, October as well. March, April, May, October, September, October. That's up there. But November, October, September, October was the bottom. So guys, for the next Mladen, you gotta remember this next bull market. Remember, September, October, that's when stuff starts pumping. September, October. So anyways, you know, it is before the market that starts. It just, you know, it can consolidate into the halving. It can dump into the halving, it can pump into the halving. So there is no clear distinction on what it can actually do when it comes to the halvings. But right now over here we got halving right now, and that's April 17th, give or take. So we definitely, if you want to pump like over here like 2016, you know, we can pump and then, you know, pull back down here, you know, pump up here and then pull back and then continue the last move towards upside. We can also dump over here and something like that and then go towards up. There is a lot of ways this can actually play out, but I don't see the topping out signals just yet over here. I don't see topping out signal. What we can do is look at what kind of topping out signals did we see before the move up here, and we're gonna analyze this part over here. And you'll see up here very high levels. This on the weekly time frame, very high extension levels, very high. So this went from, you know, something like 60 levels all the way up to, you know, 84 levels. And right now we are at, you know, we did actually do the same move. We went from 50 levels all the way to, you know, 84 levels. But, you know, maybe this time is going to be a little bit different. Maybe we're going to, you know, double tap that, maybe go even higher than that, because that can actually happen. Let's go and see how the MACD has been playing out during this halving over here. Just before that, we gotta zoom in very nicely up here. I mean, it was consolidating for a long time over here and then exploded towards the upside. How was that actually playing out here right now? Same explosion towards the upside. But this doesn't look like a very steep move though. This doesn't look like over here. I mean, these are like very steep moves, right? Let's go 3-day time frame up here. Maybe we can see something better. Maybe you can see it a little bit better. Maybe we can split the chart in two and say this one up here, and then on this one we can actually look how this 3-day chart actually looks like, right? So we're gonna remove everything of indicators over here. There we go, and we're gonna put this on weekly time frame. I'm gonna put this on weekly time frame as well. So this is what we have right now. It looks a little bit steep, but not that steep. And let's go back over here, 2016. Where is 2006, 2007, 2016 June? Right over here somewhere. This is the move. This move just before the halving up here. And it, you know, these candles are just extreme, right? This is the bottom, this is the first move, and these candles are extreme moves. So this last move did like something like 80% move towards the upside. Right now, how much is this over here? 90% move. Okay, guys, unfortunately, we are gonna dump. Unfortunately, we are gonna dump. I don't know, but it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look. Yes, it is steep move. It doesn't look that bad. I don't know. I still don't believe that, you know, this kind of consolidation over here can actually just dump towards the downside. Like, I mean, this over here was a rising channel that broke towards upside bullish. This over here is rising channel. Or maybe you can actually draw a little small channel over here. Where is the channel up here? Is it broken? I don't think it's broken. Does this look broken to you? Should actually be something like this up here. Nah, it's not broken. These bottoms are broken actually. It's about it's on the upper half of the channel, which is actually very good. Doesn't matter. I don't see the I don't see the fear. I don't see the fear. To me, this actually looks very, very nice. And if you pop the moving averages, we are above the moving averages, and the moving averages are not actually overextended. So we got my own indicator down here, and just like we saw right now, I mean, we are pulling a little bit back. We don't have these, you know, daily overextensions, like these big overextensions over here. And I think in 2016 there was huge overextension. So let's go to that and check that out. 2016 up here. Yeah, in this move there were like extreme overextensions. Right now we are at 3% overextension. That's all the way down, 3.1 I think. So these overextensions were extreme overextensions. This is like explosion, right? And when you get these kind of overextensions, you get pullbacks, right? So you can see up here also big, you know, overextensions and then pullbacks. But right now we don't have that. So either Bitcoin has started doing something new, or we are, you know, good and dandy, right? Because you can see up here we are only like something like, you know, 3.8% overextension from the 10 moving average, and these other overextensions, they can pull you towards downside, right? So there is this overextension over here that pulls us towards downside a little bit. Then there's this overextension over here that, you know, we overextend, but we consolidated in an uptrend over here, right? But these overextensions oftentimes do tend to be some kind of topish signal, right? You can see up here also overextension, up here also overextension over here. Where is it? You can see up here, every time you get these overextensions, you know, something might happen or might not happen. But we oftentimes are the overextensions are not saying that you are going to dump. They're just saying that you need consolidating. You can see up here you can consolidate, you know, move towards upside as well. You know, go towards upside, you're consolidating, right? So there is different ways, but it could be topish signal. It could be one of the signals that are saying the topish, but right now it doesn't seem that way. I mean, there are no overextensions, so it all looks nice and dandy. All looks nice and dandy. Hey Thailand, cheaper farter. Hey man, how you doing, man? Why is altcoin still dropping when Bitcoin sees dumps? I was hoping the ETF would fix that, since Bitcoins can be bought beyond the bots. Where is my mommy? I had a really bad dream. Tao, how you doing, man? Why are altcoins dropping? Altcoins, you know, I think only in the last part of the altcoin season. I might be talking out of my ass right now, but I think it's only in the last part of the altcoin season, when everything just goes through the roof, that altcoins don't drop versus Bitcoin, right? And so far that you can see right now, the dominance right now, I mean, it's still dropping towards downside up here, but on a weekly time frame, I mean, it's still consolidating. We don't have yet, you know, this move below the moving averages, below outside of the channel. It is already losing steam, because in the first part up here, ever since November 2022, the dominance has been rising steadily in the channel, and then it broke the channel up here and over here, retested 2 times, third times failing to retest. So it is very, very close until we get the altcoin season, where, you know, alts are actually outperforming Bitcoin big time, and that might actually happen. I'm going to show you another chart. It's called total chart, total market something, right? So total market something excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So without Bitcoin and Ethereum, let's look at a chart on alt chart. And this is actually a very nice chart, because what you're gonna see on this chart is that altcoins are actually doing very, very nice. I mean, they have been climbing since September, October. This is September, October. This is when we started having the bull market. And I did not look at this chart before that, and right now we can, you know, say with, you know, pretty high confidence that, you know, the accumulation phase on the altcoins market right now is climbing out of this accumulation zone, and even up here at the tops up here, it's trying to break this last level of resistance, which actually looks very, very nice. And it's not, you know, it went down to 10 moving average. Right now it's continuing towards upside, so altcoins will definitely continue gaining traction against Bitcoin. Bitcoin is topping out. It looks toppish already, but I think it has more room to go towards upside, but eventually altcoins will outperform, and this is going to continue going towards upside, at least the way I see it right now. What's up, am I late? Bet you late. What happened to bear market PTSD? I knew this would happen. They got retail super bullish only to dump on them and bring price lower so the institutional investors can buy it on cheap. We that are here, we got you know, we that, you know, stuck in crypto market for, you know, year 2-3 years, you know, we got bear market PTSD, right? PTSD, because we are the ones that looking at the charts every single day. You know, the retail's not looking at charts every single day, so they forget really fast. I just need ADA to pump. ADA is pumping, guys. ADA is pumping like crazy. Over here, it went down, but you know, the last couple of days up here, from the bottom up here, it's up like 30%, something like that. So ADA has been performing very nicely. And the other coin that's been performing very nicely is the coin that I actually bought. It was performing nicely. It's Sunday ice cream, you know. It did something like, you know, 24% yesterday or something like that, which was actually very nice, but it's consolidated. But I like that it's volatile, so that's very good. I like that it's volatile. It's been, you know, it came out of this last, you know, drop zone over here towards the upside over here, consolidating right now, pulling a little bit there, but wants to go towards the upside. So anything, you know, Cardano, Sunday, whatever, it's pumping. And this is the case for everything. I even heard that somebody mentioned that, you know, when one car manufacturer stock goes upside, you know, all of the, you know, car stocks go towards the upside. So this is not very, you know, this is not a crypto phenomenon. This is just how things usually work. If there is a sector and one of these, you know, companies starts pumping, then other pump with that company based on those news, right? So and over here it's a little even more correlated, because you got a Cardano that has its own ecosystem with the DEX, its own DEX, right? And they pump together, right? And you can also see that on other coins that, you know, Polkadot, you got a, you know, Polka Starter, Polka this, Polka that. Like all of these coins, if Polkadot pumps, everything, anything Polka pumps as well. So it is very nice. Sui is up 30% right now. Sui is going for it. This is a Sui chart. I don't know why I'm clicking that, but right now I'm seeing that it is exploding towards upside. So this looks like expanding musical instrument to me. I don't know what it looks like to you, but it looks like expanding musical instrument to me, give or take. Now it's kind of quite crappy musical instrument up here, because this was actually, you know, a rising wedge that broke out up here right now, you know, continuing going towards the upside over here. Right, maybe it's a channel. Let's see on the weekly time frame up here. No, you can see up here this consolidation up here is one part of the move. It should go something like this over here. So the reason we are pumping right now is because it broke up here, pull back, it tried to keep it up here. It was zigzagging. Maybe this line should be adjusted a little bit. There we go. Something like this up here. You can see up here trying to break down below the support levels. Let me just remove even more lines so you can see this nicer. It came down to the support level, broke that right back up again. It was holding this on the dollar a couple of times, broke that right back up, and broke that right back up again. Right now pumping on that because, you know, it tried to break back inside the channel, you know, one time over here, two times, three times with a candle close below inside the channel, and right now it is pumping above the resistance level over here, which is actually very good for Sui. I haven't been watching Sui that much, but you know, it looks nice. It's up 30%, so there's definitely something bullish about Sui. Now let me check out Sui over here. Market cap 1.1 billion. Wow, too big of market cap, for my taste. So there is that. Bitcoin is down minus 0.57, but Ethereum is up 0.79%, and it came up to my blue box up here, 0.2686 or something like that. It came into my blue box, and right now it's pulling back. Now the plan was that this is gonna go all the way to the blue box, and you know, it's hitting the blue box. So Ethereum is hitting the blue box. Bitcoin is looking topish, but I think it might break towards upside. I'm not saying it's gonna do that. It's still in the blue box. It went all the way up here to 48.9, and 48.9 is 49 is an important level of resistance on the monthly time frame. I think. Where is it? Up here. No, that's 47. Where was the 47? 47. This is 50-ish levels. 50-ish level. Was that a channel up there? Maybe this is a channel that we actually drew a little bit differently up here, because we are drawing like this up here, but maybe it's down here. Nah, I'm just pushing it right now. I'm just pushing it. I don't think this one. So doesn't matter. Let's go back to Ethereum up here. Ethereum is at least hitting the blue box. There is another blue box up here for Ethereum. That's around 3.2 all the way to 3.4, which is actually very, very nice. But the question is, because I haven't looked at indicators when it comes to, I haven't been looking at indicators when it comes to Ethereum. So let's check that out. How is Ethereum overextended? On the monthly time frame, it does look like it's going higher. I mean, it is going higher, but you know, the overextensions are, you know, the momentum and overextension are playing together. Let's go to the weekly time frame up here and see if it's overextended. It's not overextended that much at time. It's coming very close to overextensions, but it's not. So you can just stop up here a little bit before it actually gets into the overextending zone. I would say that, you know, when it comes to overextensions up here, most of, I would say 90% of these wicks needs to be broken, right? These are, you know, some extreme overextensions up here. Tapping something like 20% overextensions, I think. We are coming close to that, but we are not quite there. And if it starts consolidating up here without actually going towards upside, this move will actually just pull back. And if it does consolidate for a couple of weeks over here at the, you know, 26k zone, this will pull back, and then it can actually go all the way up to something like 3, 4, something like that, which can actually be very, very nice for altcoins, because altcoins need Ethereum to pump. I think altcoins, you know, before it was, you know, Bitcoin and altcoins, even Bitcoin pumps, altcoin pumps, but I think Bitcoin is so far ahead of everything else that right now that I think that Ethereum is the main leader when it comes to altcoins. So if Ethereum pumps, I think altcoins is gonna pump as well. And the other thing that we can actually check out when it comes to Ethereum, you can see up here, the same thing is happening up here. The momentum is going towards upside up here. The momentum is, it's not losing momentum, it's actually gaining momentum again. So, so this loss of momentum up here, the loss of momentum over here on the chart happened during the consolidation part over here, right? So you get a consolidation part, and then you had this loss of momentum, which is actually very, very nice. You do not want to go towards upside and be losing momentum. That's actually very, very bad. But over here during consolidation, losing momentum, that's just consolidation before the next move towards upside. So it does look very, very nice. I do enjoy that. And Ethereum, unlike Bitcoin, does not have any divergence on the chart. So you can see this is what I'm talking about. This is not actually what I'm talking about. Let's see up here. There is no divergence on the chart. I'm gonna zoom in nicely so you can see this over here. And you can see up here right now that this stop over here, this stop over here, and this stop over here, they're going higher. So there is no divergence. We can actually squeeze this a little bit more. Can we squeeze this onto? No, there is no more squeezing. This is the most squeezed you can actually get. And there is no divergence on the charts. So it looks nice. It looks nice. Even though you are hitting the resistance level, it looks nice. What's Simulate? I just need a Chappy, do you see XRP going up at all in this next month or 2 weeks? Property Reach, do I see XRP? We can talk a little bit about XRP, because I know a lot of people are into XRP. As you know, I'm not really a big fan of XRP, but you know, chart is the chart, and I can look at any chart. That said, this actually looks like a Ethereum chart. Have you seen Ethereum chart? Let me switch this up a little bit over here so you can actually see Ethereum chart next to this chart, and you will see that that this one over here is kind of the same. It's not kind of the same, but it has the same kind of, you know, accumulation move. So Ethereum chart is going inside this, you know, accumulation move towards upside, and and XRP is also going inside accumulation move towards upside. So I definitely can see, you know, Ethereum going, sorry, XRP going all the way to something like 0.8, something like that, give or take 0.81 over here towards upside. I don't know how many percentage that is on the XRP, because XRP is pretty big, 33% more towards the upside. But the big moves when it comes to XRP, the way I see it, the big moves on the XRP comes just like the big moves on the Ethereum comes when we actually break this towards upside. So when this channel is broken towards upside, that is the big moves. But the fact that we are on the bottom of the channel, and the channel has been, you know, keeping us very nicely for a long time, you know, the first move up here, 30% can actually happen very, very fast. How fast, I don't know, but you know, this thing always pumps. When this thing pumps, always pumps very fast. And there are no slow moves on XRP. There are only big fast pumps and slow dumps. There is another thing that's actually bullish on XRP, and that is XRP has a rising trend line, which might indicate, and here is a little bit problem, because I would have drawn like channel, like line, something like this over here, which I don't like, but you know, there is another line up here that goes something like this over here. So I'm a little bit unsure how to put that. Maybe I'll put it up here towards the upside or something like that, give or take. But it is a rising trend line. Yeah, right. First slow trend, rise trend. Right now you're having a fast rise in the trend. So the trend is changing direction, but it's going slowly. So we should assume that at one point it will even go faster towards the upside. But everything goes towards the upside eventually, right? Not really. XRP is really not performing well. I don't know what you mean by not performing well. There are coins that did this move over here, then did this, then did this, then did this over here, and right now they're all the way down here. XRP is being going steadily towards upside, right? So the only thing you are saying that, oh, XRP is not performing well is because XRP is not doing these moves, right? The coins that are doing this kind of moves are the coins that actually bled for so long and now can do these moves just to come back where they started, right? So you know, for people hodling XRP from over here, they're good because they are still up. You know, it's going slow, it's gonna go faster eventually, but you're looking for these kind of moves. But these kind of moves comes out of these zones that are going towards downside. I mean, it can come out of the zones that are going like this as well, but eventually, but you need to break the channel over here towards upside first, I think. But I wouldn't say it's not performing well. It's still going towards upside. Yeah, you have a big dumps, but you have a big pumps as well. Pump, dump, pump, dump, but it's slowly going steadily towards upside. I mean, from over here, from the bottom over here, just where it's right now, over here it's like 70% up, over here is 90. So you're above, if you bought these literal bottoms up here, like you're about like 100% right now towards upside without actually any pullbacks. So you had a very nice bear market ever since, you know, May 2022. If you have been hodling, you know, XRP since over here, you had a very nice bear market because, you know, every time Bitcoin goes towards downside and, you know, everybody was in fear and stuff like that, you're like, ah, nice, everything's good and dandy, right? So I would say XRP performs nice. Check the group, like I check the group. Ethereum, copy. Let's check out Ethereum chart of Mladen up here. There we go. I hope you can see the entire chart. That's good. It's on the dollar. Yeah, it's on the dollar. 26.8. There is this slow channel inside up here. Nicely hit the bottom and the secondary channel right now hitting the top of the channel. But here is the thing, of course there will be shorters at the resistance line, like we say, like if there is a resistance level, if it's important on the big time frames, it will be shorted. So this is a weekly time frame, this is an important level of resistance at the top, right? It will be shorted. But just because something is shorted at the top does not mean that it's going to go down to back down to midline or back down to the bottom or even lower than, eat back at 1K or something like that. It does mean that, you know, there will be people shorting it, but it might have some kind of consolidation up here. But again, we try not to underestimate the bull market, and we know that anything can happen, especially the moves that you expect the least. And what kind of moves do we expect the least when it comes to Ethereum? Is this move towards the upside, right? But eventually it will happen. But Ethereum is topping out right now. Ethereum is topping out, might be topping out. We still want to see whether this is going to consolidate over here and then break towards the upside, but it's kind of topping out. The Bitcoin as well is coming to the blue box. So everything is the blue box, guys. Everything is the blue box, but the way I see it, the longer we stick around the blue box, the bigger the chance is just break towards the upside. And there are no pullbacks, guys. There are no pullbacks. People who did not buy are having really hard time right now with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Because why? Over here you had a pullback, over here you had a pullback, over here you had a pullback. But right now there are no pullbacks, guys. There are consolidations, but there are no pullbacks. So we can just consolidate over here and continue, rising again towards the upside. There are no pullbacks, because what's gonna happen if Bitcoin pulls down to 40k? People are gonna buy. What's gonna happen if it pulls 35k? People are gonna buy. If it goes down even lower up here, everybody's gonna buy. Everybody wants to buy Bitcoin at 28. Everybody wants to buy Bitcoin at 35 or 40k. Everybody wants to buy Bitcoin cheaper. They want to buy up here. You gotta understand. People want to buy Bitcoin right now. There is so much FOMO. They want to buy at 46k. So when it drops down, be sure that, at least the people who know, can control their emotions a little bit, they will be buying. Like my wife sees something, altcoins dropping down 20%. She cannot read the chart, but she knows in the bull market, something dropped down 20%. You buy that shit. You buy that, And she's like always to me, Sasha, you know, if she looks at, you know, CoinMarketCap, sees stuff, you know, dropping down 20%, she's like, maybe you should buy that, a little bit of that Matic, or a little bit of that Ethereum. It's down like 20-30%. Maybe you should buy it. She doesn't know the chart, but she knows when it's bull market and stuff goes down, you buy that. Buy the dip. Right? I'd rather buy S&P 500 than XRP. The same thing. Yeah, it just goes. No, but I don't know how much S&P is up since. How much is S&P up since September, May over here? Let's see up here. It's up 33%. So XRP is outperforming S&P. So much. XRP is out threefold. XRP is outperforming S&P threefold, which is actually very nice. And even up here, I thought that it might, you know, we might get some kind of, you know, moved down over here. But this thing actually looks very, very nice as well. Over here, there is a channel, goes something like this up here. You can see up here, there are tops up here. And of course, everybody is gonna, everybody wants to, you know, short the tops, right? So once you hit some kind of resistance level, over here we consolidated before that. Maybe the lines are not actually that good, but when you hit some kind of tops on some kind of line, right? These levels are shorted. Like people who shorting along in the support and resistance level, and traders, good traders, and not even so good traders, they know they don't know where the price is gonna go. So they tell themselves, I don't know where the price is gonna go down or up, but what I do know, there is a good probability that it goes down, because this resistance line is the weekly resistance line, for example, or monthly. It is major resistance of major resistance level, and we are hitting that. So shorting that level on the dollar, there is a good chance it might actually go down. If it does not go down, you know, you can maybe close it in a break even, maybe a slight loss, maybe in slight profit as well, you know. But there is a good chance, right? There is a good chance that it's going to go down. So people are shorting this level. But just because people are shorting does not mean under any circumstance that the price is going to go down. It just meant that you are hitting something that's important to a lot of people, and we need to see how the price reacts to those levels. Whether the shorters, you know, can shorters win over, you know, longers, or bears win over bulls, and that's what we're looking for. The same thing goes for Bitcoin right now. We're trying to figure out over here at the top at 49k levels whether the shorters are winning or whether the bears are winning or the bulls are winning. Like who has more power? And right now I don't see that. I mean, there has been dumps, but I don't see big dumps. I don't see those, you know, big fast move over here towards us. I don't see what you gonna call it. I don't see that, not initiative, but that you know, I don't see that bearishness on the chart. Resistance level, support level, the blue box. Still in the blue box at the top, went to the bottom, went to the top, tried to break. Over here we tried to break, nope, right back down. It could not break the bottom as well. Tried to break the bottom, cannot break back. Cannot break the top as well. Went to the bottom 2 times, right? Right now pulling back up here towards the upside. We are trying to break either towards upside or downside. So this is right now where the fight between the bulls and bears is. Can the bulls close the candles, you know, 4-hourly candles over here above 47k level, or can the bears actually, you know, push it down below 45.4? Whoever wins get the next move in either direction, right? So it's, you know, it's only a question right now, the way I see it, who is gonna win this battle? Who's gonna win the battle? And in my mind, I think the bulls are winning, because the bears should be in the upper seat on this move, because we are already very, very high up, so they should be in the upper seat to push the price down. But failure to push the price down means that this is gonna go towards the upside. So I'm bullish. Hey, Danny, how you doing, man? Rounder is in the chat. Did you know the Bitcoin will be 100k this summer? I don't know about 100k, but you know, I'm looking at right now, first is like 50k, can we break the 50k? If we go above 50k, there's empty space until like 58 plus. So, you know, it does feel good, man, it does feel good. So, yeah, it doesn't seem bearish. 3-day, 5-day, weekly chart looking pretty on BTC. I mean, I could always be wrong, like, maybe I'm overly bullish. maybe I'm overly bullish, but I think I'm trying to look at the chart from a very, you know, distant perspective and trying to understand, like, okay, am I being too, you know, emotional on this move that I really want this to pump? And I don't think I am. I don't think I am. I just try to believe that for whatever reason, retail mainstream is not here. We just got the ETFs. ETFs are very bearish, you know, sell the news event. But fortunately for us and everybody here and me, is that we learned our lesson in the previous bear market, bull market, in every market, right? We learned the lesson, and the lesson is, when you are in the bull market, the good news pump the price. People just believe that the good news is going to dump the price because they got a bear post-traumatic stress syndrome, PTSD, BPTSD, bear market, BMPTSD, bear market post-traumatic stress syndrome. So they believe that any kind of good news is just going to dump again. But it's not. In the bull market, good news pump the price, in fact. So we have good news. We are in the bull market. We've been in the bull market since, 2022, summer 2022. So it's all good and dandy. Guys, I will stream again if something happens. Yesterday I wanted to stream because I said I'm gonna have a night stream when the approval comes in. I didn't do that because the chart was just, there was just no volatility, and I was like, like what am I gonna talk about, right? But right now, if something happens, like if there is something happening on the chart, I will have an emergency live stream because it can happen tonight, it can happen tomorrow, it can always happen. So we're gonna see that. Bearish divergence all over, sell everything. Stanko, go back and watch my entire video, and you will notice that bearish divergence does not mean that much. Guys, divergence is, I'm gonna give you a lesson in TA, guys. Quick lesson TA. Price does this move over here. Divergence down, this is price, and then you have the RSI, and the RSI does this move over here. Now this would be considered, wait, and price does this move over here. Now this would be considered, no wait, price does this move, RSI does this move, sorry, RSI does this move. This would be considered bearish RSI divergence, right? Now, what you have to understand, that if the price continues pumping towards the upside over here, there will be no RSI divergence at the end point over here. You do understand that, right? If the price continues pumping, there is no more divergence. There is no more bearish divergence. So what is the bearish divergence or bullish divergence? What is the divergence telling us? If you understand how RSI works, RSI is a strength indicator. It shows strength in the price. RSI always tries to go towards zero. So let me show you something. If the RSI, if the price keeps on doing this over here, you will see the RSI, this is the midline RSI, you will see RSI doing something like this. But let's assume price does something else. This over here is the RSI, this is the midline of the RSI. Let's assume the price does this move up here. Okay? And then it goes towards over here sideways. Over here it will follow the zero line, and when it pumps towards the upside, it will pump towards the top, towards the 100 level. But once it starts consolidating up here, it will start doing these divergences, and it will be pulling back towards zero line again. Because the RSI always goes back to the, 50 line. RSI always goes back to the middle, right? So you can have these kind of moves on the chart. Let me just go a little bit back over here and clean up everything, so I don't have to do that later. If you have these kind of moves, so this is RSI down here. If you have these kind of moves, right, the Chad steps. So RSI goes in the middle up here, goes up fast, then during consolidation goes down. Then up here goes again towards the upside, then during consolidation it goes towards the downside, right? Then up here goes up here again, then during consolidation it goes towards the downside, right? Because RSI always goes towards the towards the 50 line. Now, what happens when price does a big move and then starts doing this towards the upside? This is the divergences always happen after the impulsive move. And the reason for that is because the price, you know, the RSI goes slowly and then jumps very fast towards the upside. So price keeps on going towards over here towards the upside while the RSI tries to consolidate. RSI always is pulling back towards the upside. There's a big move, the strength is too high and it's trying, but it does not mean that this has to pull back. This does not mean that this has to pull back, because as soon as the RSI is consolidated down close to the 50 line, it can do another move over here towards the upside and again pump again towards 100 level and then continue doing this up here. And we've seen this on the chart just recently. I'm gonna show you that. We've seen this on the chart just recently. If you look over here, this over here was impulsive move with a move going towards upside, impulsive move, and over here there was a whole bunch of divergences that were pulling us towards downside while price was going up, right? Oh, there is a divergence and the price goes higher. Oh, there is a divergence up here as well. You know, it is normal move. It is. Divergences tell you that some big move has happened, and right now you are in consolidation phase. That's it. But consolidation phases can be sideways, they can be towards upside, and they can be towards downside. They can be all kinds of consolidation phases. Consolidation phases are there to reset the indicators, pull them back to the 0 line or 50 line, or pull them back to the moving averages, chill down a little bit and then continue, right? So over here this was a rising consolidation phase that broke towards the upside. Over here there was a, you know, sideways consolidation phase right now that's breaking towards the upside as well, but they are consolidation phase, and consolidation phases are super nice and bullish in the bull market. Super nice and bullish. Hope you learned something. I'll try to remember for 2026 the bearish divergence works well in the bear market and accumulation phase in the bull. So no, not so much. Yeah, we gotta try to remember. There are so many things that we need to try to remember next bull market. Number one, once we had you know, Bitcoin capitulation, one of the good lessons we learned, at least me, in the bear, you know, in the bear market, in the Bitcoin capitulation phase, when Bitcoin capitulates next time, just because Bitcoin has capitulated, altcoins have not capitulated. I need to remember that for next time. Now, you know, I think this bear market has been very good to me. I've learned a whole bunch of stuff. I stopped using the logarithmic chart. I use a regular chart because of the MLaren. I start drawing more and more trend lines because everything is a trend. I used to draw trend lines, but not channels. So, you know, because of MLaren, I'm drawing a lot more trend lines now. So, you know, I do like to learn and improve my TA and how I, you know, read the charts. So I think I learned a whole bunch. If I look at a chart right now and, you know, think back like how I analyzed the chart before, I mean, it's totally different ball game. It's definitely totally different ball game. Like over here, yeah, you know, I came into crypto. Like over here I heard about, you know, Bitcoin, whatever that was, what, 1, 2, 3K or stuff like that. I bought first time up here at the top. I started doing TA on the way down up here. I started, you know, making videos somewhere up here in 2018 or something like that, 2018. Over here I started making videos, you know, and doing TA and stuff like that. Over here I started learning, but, you know, the big, you know, I learned a whole bunch in this move towards upside, but not that much. I think I learned more TA in this part over here, where from over here and this part over here right now, than I did the entire part over here. So this last part has been very good to me, the way I see it. Anyone else have a laggy stream? I don't know if stream is lagging or not, but we've been streaming for 1 hour and 1 minute, so thank you guys for watching. If something happens, there might be an emergency live stream, so, you know, hit the like button on the way out because you watch the stream. Make notifications button, you know, your friend, and hit that as well because you want to catch that emergency live stream if that does happen. And join TF Fans Club. I'm not chilling enough TF Fans Club, guys. You gotta join TF Fans Club because sooner than later, only green names will be able to chat in the chat. Only green names, because, you know, I'm not trying to be, you know, that guy, but, you know, only green names. I gotta give you know, something for people that are supporting the channel, right? And I also want to quit my job. So if you want me to quit my job, you gotta join TF Fans Club, because there is no other way that I can quit my job without you joining the TF Fans Club. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned something. You know, hope you got some gold nuggets here and there. You know, that's all I can do. And you know what I believe, you know, how I watch Bitcoin right now. So I'm still bullish until something big happens. So we're gonna see if something happens that, you know, I change my mind on the bullishness, I'll tell you. Now I gotta, if you see this over here, you know, the thing, I have to do this, you know, every couple of days because my kids do not know how to be kids. Or maybe they do know how to be kids. Okay, I'll see you around, guys. Bye-bye. Where is my outro? Hit the like button on the way out. Hey Robert, welcome back to the TF Fans Club. Woohoo!